you guys, my name is Alexis and I am coming at you live right now from my grandparents' house here in Arkansas. Me and Hannah right now are in two separate places. I'm in Arkansas and she's in Texas. So as of right now, we have to do our videos separately. But whenever I get back in town to Texas, we'll do our videos together and it'll be much simpler than this, alright? So with that being said, welcome to our first Variety Tea Talk topic. I'm super excited because today we are spilling the tea on friendship, alright? Okay, so our first question today is, how did me and Hannah meet? So, me and Hannah met at the University of Texas in Tyler. We both went to college there, and we both were on the dance team together. It's really funny because Hannah was on the dance team, and then like 2 weeks later she quit the team, and I remember like talking to other girls on the team and being like, why did that girl quit? Like, what the heck? Literally 2 weeks in, you couldn't even take it for 2 weeks. But you know, I was mad because she was a good dancer and we needed that on the team. But she ended up retrying out for the team like the following year, I think, and then we just started hitting it off. We became cool with each other. We were talking, and I really don't remember the first time we hung out. Like, we've just been friends forever ever since then.
We met on the dance team at UT Tyler. I wasn't on it for very long at first, and then I came back and joined the team, so that second time is when we really bonded. I think both of us at first weren't really sure if the other person liked each other. I think because at first I'm really shy and she doesn't always show things on her face. She'll admit that too. So I was like, I don't know if this girl likes me. And then we just started doing everything together. We went shopping together, hung out after practices. Sometimes we would just sit and do nothing. Or like, we both love eating crawfish. So we have our crawfish place here in Tyler that we always go to, Happy's. Yeah, so we both love eating and shopping, and we have a lot in common. We both really love Beyonce. So that's how we bonded, and that's how we kind of first met.
All right, so our next question is, what is the best thing about being friends? So I think the best thing about me and Hannah being friends is just the fact that we have a lot of things in common with each other. We both love shopping, we both love eating, traveling, makeup, basically everything that Hannah likes, I likes, and everything that I like, she likes too. So, you know, it's a really good friendship to have. Also, despite that, our values match up with each other as well. Like, things that matter to her also matter to me, and I feel like that's really important in our friendship as well.
The best thing about being friends with Alexis, it's not really anything crazy. I think for me, the best thing is that we can just be ourselves around each other, and we can do nothing. Like, that is a very intimate thing to me, that I can call her over or she can call me over and we sit and do nothing and we're having a perfectly good time. You know, I think that just shows a level of intimacy in our friendship, that we can just be ourselves and there's no pressure and we can be fun and crazy or not do anything. Yeah, that's the best part, just someone you can be yourself with.
All right, the next question is, what is the worst thing about us being friends? Without a doubt, hands down, the worst thing about us being friends is just the long distance friendship right now. Since we were on the dance team together at UT Tyler and we had gotten so close, basically we were inseparable. Like, we would spend time with each other all day long, literally, like spending money, going out. Oh yeah, that's another thing that I forgot to mention. Me and Hannah spend some money together. Like, it is ridiculous how much money we spend. But maybe that can be considered the worst thing too. I don't know. It's not that bad because I have a choice to spend my money, you know? I could not spend it, but I decide to anyway, so whatever. But anyway, yeah, worst thing is just the long distance friendship. You know, we would want to see each other every day, but as of right now, we're just seeing each other over FaceTime and Snapchat and Instagram.
The worst thing is just the distance. I'm used to seeing her every day, and I like having her here so I can just call her up and we do stuff together. And so now it's just a little bit harder to do that. Yeah, we've accommodated that though. It's not like we're never not in some sort of contact. Even if we're not always texting each other, we're like sending each other funny videos or Snapchatting or something. So I don't always feel like she's that far away because we do a good job about staying in touch and, you know, keeping in contact. But that definitely is the worst part, especially if you're used to just being with that person and hanging out with them all the time and them being right there. I think it's something that's kind of just sad and part of adulting. You grow up and you have to go to different places and you don't always get to be by the people that you want to be by. And so, yeah, that's the worst part, but we make it work.
All right, so the next question is, how do me and Hannah handle the long distance between each other? Me and Hannah handle the long distance very well, better than I expected, honestly. Whenever I left Texas, because I moved to Arkansas last year, so whenever I left, we were basically on very good terms with each other, and I feel like that played a major part whenever I decided to move to Arkansas. Hannah has always been super supportive, and she was very supportive of me moving. And you know, whenever you have a friend that's supportive of you doing something that you want to do, it makes it a lot easier. And with us, we never fully cut off communication with each other. We might not talk to each other every day, and that's a good thing. Like, you shouldn't have to talk to a friend every single day just to prove that y'all are still in the same spot that you left in. Like, me and Hannah know where we reside with each other, and we are very confident in our friendship. So that has never been an issue for us. We do talk to each other through Snapchat a lot and Instagram a lot. We'll send funny videos back and forth to each other, and we'll just like them, or we'll put laughing faces. You know, it's never a full-on conversation or anything, but it's just something to send back and forth to each other. We did have a Snapchat streak, which Hannah lost. But anyway, you know, I'm not salty about it or anything. It's fine. But yeah, so other than that, me and Hannah do communicate with each other. Whenever there are dance classes in Dallas that we both would like to take, either I will touch base with Hannah or Hannah will touch base with me and be like, hey, I want to go to this dance class. Can you come on this day, blah, blah, blah. And if I am free that day, then I'll go ahead and clear off my schedule for a weekend, and then I'll travel to Dallas to do a dance class with her. And whenever we do dance classes, usually we'll meet up in Dallas, and we'll go out to eat, and we'll get some drinks. We'll go to our dance class, and then afterwards we record ourselves in dance classes, and then we'll sit back in our cars and critique our videos, basically just talk about them and talk about whether or not we should post them on Instagram or not. And that's just a ritual that we've started together. So yeah, it's just really nice, you know. I feel like the distance has definitely brought us closer together as friends. Sometimes, you know, distance between friendships gets weird. But for us, it hasn't. And that's just how we've been handling it. Just communicating with each other. Not every day, but at least 2 to 3 times a week.
I think we just make the long distance work by putting in a little more effort. You know, it's harder because we're not right there next to each other or down the street, but we just make the effort to plan in advance meeting each other. So we'll go to Dallas, like we'll both drive to Dallas and meet up and take a dance class together, which is awesome because that's how we bonded and that's how we met. And so now that's something that we still try to keep doing. She comes down, like I owe a lot of the fact that I don't feel like she's that far away because she makes the effort to come down. Like she came down last month a couple times just because I graduated and I had some showcases for my dance classes that I teach. So she came to support that and them, and that was awesome. I'm going to visit her this summer in Arkansas for her dance group, and you know, just making the effort, I think, is what makes the difference. And I think if those people are really important to you, it doesn't feel like a big deal to make that effort. It's something you're naturally going to do because those people are important in your life. So that's how we make that work, I think.
All right, so the next question is, how do we handle disagreements and conflicts with each other? Me and Hannah definitely have differing opinions about certain things, and we have had disagreements with each other and conflicts. But at the end of the day, we both know to take it with a grain of salt because each one of us has each other's best interests in mind. Like, I consider her my very best friend, honestly. She tells me straight how it is. Like, she doesn't BS anything. She doesn't beat around the bush. If she feels like I'm in the wrong, she's going to let me know that I'm in the wrong. And same for her. If I feel like she's doing something that isn't acceptable or, is losing her mind about something, then I'm going to let her know that. Usually what we do is whenever we have a disagreement, we go straight to each other. We don't go and talk to anybody else about it. We don't gossip behind each other's back, being like, oh, well, Hannah did this to me and I really didn't like it. Like, we don't have time for that. We're both adults, so we communicate with each other. If I have a problem with Hannah, then I'm going to call her or talk to her face to face and let her know what the problem is so we can come up with a solution. And I feel like that's the best way to do that in a friendship.
Handling disagreements. I don't know, I think we're pretty good about that. We're just pretty straightforward. We've gotten close enough where we're blunt with each other and we tell each other, and it's okay because we know it's coming from a place of love. I think in any kind of relationship, especially friendships, as long as you know that everything's built on the foundation of I care about that person and like I'm getting so passionate about this topic because I care about the other person, then it's fine. Because we come from very different points of view sometimes. We have very different perspectives on things, which are both valid. And so just talking it through and being honest with each other is a really helpful thing. And I think we've done pretty good about that. Like, she's my best friend. I can go to her about stuff and be honest. And I don't think we really go to other people about it. We go straight to the other person. I know I don't, just because it's like, she's my best friend. Who else am I going to? So yeah, that's basically what we do.
All right, so the last question is, how do you maintain a friendship? This is actually a really good question. I don't even know if I truly grasp the full understanding of maintaining a friendship, but I know that with me and Hannah's friendship, it has been maintained. And some of the things that me and Hannah have done is, for one, always support each other. Two, we're very respectful of each other. We communicate with each other. And also, like I said, we keep everything straightforward with each other. If we don't like something, we are going to tell each other, and we'll sit down and have a conversation about it. Sometimes I have to view certain situations in a different perspective, like how Hannah views it, for me to understand it more. I also think that in order for you to maintain a friendship, you have to be yourself. Like, you can't try to be like the other person that you're trying to be friends with. Like, you absolutely have to be yourself. You have to know what you want out of that friendship as well, and also just your own values. In a friendship, like, individually you are unique, and together you should be, more. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it shouldn't be just like, you get with a friend and then you both act completely the same. Like, that's a boring friendship, honestly. With me and Hannah are like polar opposites. Hannah is always super bubbly, and she kind of has a temper sometimes, but I'm like more laid back and chill. And whenever we come together, it's just like a good mix, basically. So sometimes, like, her vibes will rub off on me, and my vibes will rub off on her. And I feel like those are the best kind of friendships. But yeah, just maintaining friendships. Always be open and transparent with your friend. Be honest with them. Don't go behind their back and gossip about them. If you have anything that you need to talk to your friend about, talk with them face to face or over the phone, whatever you need to do. Just, don't be one of those people that are backstabbers, basically. Yeah, other than that, I'm in my 20s. I'm still learning about friendship. When I was younger, I feel like I really didn't know how to be a friend. We say that we can tell the difference between good friends and bad friends, but sometimes it's kind of hard to tell the difference between those two, honestly. At the start, sometimes friends, you know, you'll meet a person, they could be a bad friend, but in the beginning they have your best interests in mind, but they turn out to have different motives. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense.
Let's see, maintaining a friendship. I don't know, I think I touched on it a little bit in some of the other questions, but if that person's important to you and you want them in your life and you care about them, it's just something I think you'll naturally do. We have a lot of respect for each other, and there's a lot of love between us. We've been through a lot together, so I think it's just natural. Like, I don't question that she's going to have my back, and I'm always going to have hers. And so I think we both know that about each other, and we both know that we care about each other a lot. So it's not really a question that we're going to maintain it. I think a lot of maintenance of friendships is really just finding out how other people handle disagreements and how you handle disagreements so that you can understand that whenever that happens. Making sure you have enough time for each other and prioritizing that person in your life. And then that just definitely goes into communication, which I don't know, I think it's so easy nowadays too, because you have different ways to contact people. We like FaceTime each other or call each other. I mean, sometimes we can go like weeks just, well, not just, but like mainly communicating through sending funny Instagram videos and stuff. So it doesn't take much. And I think if you care about that person, it's something you're naturally going to do. Yeah, I think that's just how we've done it. I don't know if that's super exciting or that's like anything mind blowing, but I just think keeping in touch and knowing that you respect each other and prioritizing that other person in your life is how you maintain a good friendship. And I think that's something that me and Alexis have done pretty good, and I'm really grateful for that because, you know, now I can't imagine not having her in my life. So yeah, that's our first video segment. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and be looking for some more soon.
But yeah, anyway, that is the end of my little spiel. I know that was kind of long, but I am super excited to continue this variety tea talk with you guys, and let us know what you think about this video. I hope that I answered the questions, you know, how you wanted me to answer them for you. I tried to be as honest as I could be and just give you a little piece of me and my thoughts. But thank you guys so much for watching, and please continue to follow us because we will have more topics to talk about. Thank you guys.